What's going on, folks? So the band Beyond the Black have released a new single here called The Art of Being Alone, and it's featuring none other than Lord of the Lost. I'm quite a fan of this band. I think the first song I ever heard from them back in the day was La Bomba, which is a wild song, but I loved it. And then songs like 6 Feet Underground and In Silence, love them, love them, love them, love them. And then their album Judas, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. That is their the pinnacle. I mean, an absolute masterpiece of an album. So I've enjoyed this band over the years quite a bit, Lord of the Lost, and I like Beyond the Black as well. So I'm very curious to see this collaboration here. And Beyond the Black, they have their new albums coming out January 9th. So we have a little ways to wait, but you know, we have this in the meantime, so let's just check it out. Rangers, go.
The door's shut, the room is quiet. One candle burns and shadows come alive. A single voice, the echoes rise. What's from my lips, a whisper cuts the night.
I write a poem on every wall. I spin around in circles till I fall. I made these stones my second skin. I built them high as I am locked within. I'm locked within. I'm locked within. Hello solitude, I'm back again to make loneliness my home. Where reflection is my closest friend. It's the art of being alone. In the shattered corners of my heart, there's a world I call my own. When the silence takes my soul apart, it's the art of being alone.
No outside world, no night or day. No one intrudes my secret hideaway. Here I can find my inner peace. In endless sleep, my dreams will be released.
I will unfold a stronger me. From its cocoon, the butterfly breaks free. The walls have ears, they hear my plea. The stones reflect the truth, just meant for me. Just meant for me. Just meant for me. Hello solitude, I'm back again to make loneliness my home. Where reflection is my closest friend. It's the art of being alone. In the shattered corners of my heart, there's a world I call my own. When the silence takes my soul apart, it's the art of being alone.
this is an interesting one here. First of all, I liked it quite a bit. Anywho, first of all, Chris Harms, man, I love that dude's voice. He's got such a cool voice, and I really, really like how they utilized him to the fullest in this song. Sometimes you get guest vocalists or whatnot, and they're not fully utilized. They're kind of just there in the backing vocals of like the chorus or something, and it's kind of like, well, why'd you even bother getting this person? But here, I mean, no, this is a full-on true like collaboration where he gets verses on his own and the great dual vocals in the chorus, and he gets a couple screams in there during the bridge, which the bridge was insanely powerful. I'll get to that. So, yeah, I really love how they used him a lot, for this song. He really got to do a lot here. And, yeah, I mean, I just love the dude's voice. Just such a cool voice, and it contributed to the song quite a bit. So I like the beginning of the song when she's just kind of like wailing, and just a lot of strength and power in her voice. Really kind of sets the mood, sets the stage, and the drums in this song are really cool too. They're really kind of pounding. They really provide a lot of oomph to the song, some power to the song, but everything. There's a lot of just power in this song. But yeah, the drums, I really love how they're emphasized in certain spots just to kind of build almost the anticipation, or just build the scope of the song and the scale of it. And the symphonic elements I thought were excellent. Again, it just really builds the scale of this song. This song, it just sounds epic in scope and scale, particularly musically. I think it's a combination. Anywho, I'll kind of go through the song first, and then I'll give my overall thoughts of the complete package. But I like the verses. Again, I really like how Chris Harms gets sections there, and it's kind of moody and kind of dark, which suits him super well. And then her vocals there and stuff too. And then in the chorus, you get both, dual vocals, and I thought they sounded really, really good together. The mix between their voices was done really well, so you can hear both. While she's like a little bit ahead, but I mean, it's a Beyond the Black song. It's fitting, but he's definitely right there, so you can hear that nice combination of the vocals there. And yeah, I mean, and then you get the bridge. I guess I'll talk about that. I'm trying to figure out the order that I want to say this stuff. So I guess I'll kind of combine it. So the thing with this song is the music really emphasizes a lot. It's the kind of song where the vocal melodies don't take the spotlight. And it took me a little time listening to the song to finally get it. To finally get in that space, because before I was kind of like in my head being a little critical of like the chorus. Like the verses are cool, I like the verses, but then the chorus, like part of me was being a little critical of it and thinking that this melody it feels like it's just kind of staying relatively linear. The melody, it's not like really doing a whole lot. It's just very kind of straightforward. And so part of me, I kept thinking, man, I wish this chorus, the vocal melody, was a little bit stronger, a little bit more like memorable, if you will. Although the hook of the art of being alone, that's pretty solid there. That's quite memorable, the way it's delivered and the way it's emphasized, within the space. Vocally, it's just emphasized within that melody, and I dug that. That's a nice hook there, but the rest of it, it just felt a bit straightforward. And it's funny because you kind of, the chorus is kind of like in two parts. Like you have the first part, and then the second part, the symphonic elements and the music gets grander. Like it hits even harder. And I was like, yeah, it's interesting. It's like the vocal melody is kind of like the same, but the music and everything really pushes it higher. And ultimately, the more I kept listening to it, it's like that's the design of the song. Like the chorus, the vocal melody there isn't intended to kind of steal the show or steal the spotlight. It's like this whole song, what's the best way to say this? It's very kind of like atmospheric in a sense. And the music does a lot of heavy lifting for the grandiosity, and the vocals and stuff are there. And the cool thing about the vocals is while the vocal melody isn't like crazy, the delivery of the vocals are incredibly impassioned. And that's kind of the driving force here. It's like, I feel like the point of this song is for the impassioned vocals, the emotive vocals, the grandiose, powerful, also emotive music and symphonics. It's like, that's the takeaway, not the vocal melodies. You know, they're there. They're providing the lyrics, the emotion in the lyrics, the emotion in the vocals, but it's the rest of it that is meant to resonate. And so ultimately on that front, I think it was really cool. You know, part of me still thinks that, the chorus could have been this and that, but again, that just wasn't the point. So it's difficult to critique something when that clearly was just not the intent. And then you get the bridge, which was just awesome. And that's kind of the case in point. The bridge is kind of what flipped the switch in my mind of like, wait, I've been thinking about this song all wrong. This is the point. Because she's like wailing, just awesome. She just sounds so cool. Very impassioned, very emotive. There's just a lot of power in her voice. She's wailing. Chris Harms is doing some like harsh vocals in the background. And the music is just, out of this world. The symphonic elements and everything. It's so powerful and grand. And it just hits, and then you get the final chorus, and it's kind of the same thing, but it just kind of hit me different at that point. It's like I shouldn't be focused on this vocal melody. I should be focused on the lyrics, their voices, and the music. And once I did that, it's just cool. It's like one of those songs that you just listen to, not for the melodies, just almost for like the experience, for the emotion, and the power of it all. So, yeah, pretty cool. So that's ultimately kind of like my thoughts, my breakdown, my takeaway from this song is by the end of it, it made more sense to me, and I thought it was well done and pretty cool. It's a very powerful kind of song. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say about it. Whew. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What did you think of this one here? Are you looking forward to the new album January 9th? Are you fans of Lord of the Lost? All that stuff. Let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time, Ranger. Out.